From the 700 WLW Newsroom, here's Brian Combs.
Big stories you're talking about on the big one today. How to get rid of bed bugs in the tri-state. Had the story over the weekend where one of those heat treatments being used on a home in Carthage sparked a fire. Caused $90,000 in damage. That's why today, Congresswoman Jean Schmidt and State Representative Dale Mallory held a news conference to talk about a new way, they say, to get rid of bed bugs, an old pesticide that's banned by the U.S. EPA. Schmidt and Mallory today renewing their call for the EPA to allow for the pesticide Propoxur to be used once again in Ohio. Now, the EPA is reluctant. They say that long-term exposure to Propoxur could cause problems for kids. However, Schmidt, Mallory believe it's safe, and they say it's a great way to get rid of bed bugs and this infestation that's plagued the tri-state and many cities across the country. The heat treatments that are used also have a safe alternative, we're told, when they use electric heat instead of propane like was used in the Carthage home over the weekend. Arraignment today for a suspected cop killer on new charges. It was last week that he was indicted on charges of murder and other charges that carry a potential sentence of 37 years or more behind bars. Today, Marcus Israel, the man suspected in the death of Deputy Brian Dooley in Warren County, will appear in court once again, this time common pleas court. He's already being held on a high bond, probably won't be released pending his trial. Prosecutors haven't said yet if they're willing to work out some kind of plea deal in this case. Deputy Dooley was remembered in funeral services last week. Now his widow and 3 children will be helped for a fundraiser tomorrow night. Wednesday night, Willie's in Westchester, Butler County Sheriff's Department working with the restaurant to serve a spaghetti dinner. It's $10 per person. All money that is made will go directly to the Dooley family. You can find more details at our local page here at 700WLW.com. Just search news. State of Ohio issuing a short delay today in carrying out an execution of a Hamilton County killer. Daniel Bedford's on death row for the murders of 2 people here over 20 years ago. He's the killer who claimed that he has dementia now, doesn't remember why he's on death row. What happened? One judge in federal court said yesterday that he thought the execution should be stayed. However, an appeals court said no, and today the U.S. Supreme Court refused to step in, so the execution of Bedford by legal injection is still expected to happen. Lakota teachers have a new deal. They'll be voting this week on a 3-year contract that freezes pay, helps the district with its budget problems by saving at least $2 million a year. Lakota teachers say the negotiations went very quickly with the Board of Education, and they hope it means that a number of teaching jobs will be saved. 700 WLW Reds update. The Reds winners of 4 in a row now. They followed up the sweep of St. Louis with a win last night over Chicago. They scored 7 times in the 6th inning, beat the Cubs and Carlos Zambrano. One more game with the Cubs tonight. The short series ends this evening at Great American Ballpark. Airtime on the big one is 6:10.